Formerly known as Gibraltar 1 and 2, the Neanderthal skulls have been brought to life by Dutch artists the Kennis brothers, with help from Swiss scientists. Reconstructed using fragments of bone found here on the rock, the models have been christened Flint and Nana and are amazingly lifelike.
And all of those of us who've seen CSI know that this is now possible. Of recreating a face from a skull, I found it irresistible. That key part of history could become something that we gave life to here at the Gibraltar Museum. That the search for who we are and who we come from could actually be visual in Gibraltar once we see the face of these very early Gibraltarians.
What certainly hasn't been seen in Gibraltar is the product of the technology, which is the recreation of these two figures. Some people have done them, and Kennis brothers have done it for other museums with other hominids, but not with these Neanderthals. And if you look at their gallery, which is excellent, I think they've improved each time they do a new one, and I think these are the two best ones they've done.
Renovations to the museum took place over a year and a half, with many changes being made.
It all started by moving the reception area from the old position to where it is now. That was the first stage, which then released all these spaces. We had to close them down to the public for a while, and essentially we've done this new wing. It's geared towards telling the early story of people in Gibraltar, and therefore we're linking it with Gorham's Cave World Heritage bid as an interpretation facility. So the wing tells many stories, tells stories about people in the 19th century, discoveries of artifacts, the skulls.
What will people find the biggest change to the museum?
I think that the biggest change that they will find to the museum is that we've done up a new area, not just one room, and we're gradually modernizing the approach and the style. So we've wanted to keep showcases in the classical style, show original objects, otherwise it's not a museum. But we have a lot of display screens, which will have a lot of interactive displays and information. We're trying to mix modern technology, but keeping a classic feel to it.
Are you hoping that the renovations will attract more visitors?
I hope that the renovation will attract more visitors because, for example, in the open day, it brings in a lot of local people, and it's important for us that the people of Gibraltar feel this is part of them. But we also hope that it attracts visitors. One of the things we're trying to do here, and it's been very good recently with cruise ships, a lot of visitors coming to the museum, is that this can become like the starting point for a trip around Gibraltar. Now, whether you go to see the monkeys, or you go to see St. Michael's Cave, or eventually now Gorham's Cave, and all these things, that you have a starting point here. You can hear or learn a little bit about Neanderthals, about the history of Gibraltar, and from here branch out. So I hope that all this that we're doing adds to that and to that tourist product for Gibraltar.
And finally, what's your personal favourite exhibit in this museum, or do I have to ask?
I think my favourite has to be this exhibit here, and little Flint has to be, I mean, his eyes are just so engaging.